Welcome on this unique journey through Fallout 76. I will briefly show you most of the creatures and enemies that you can encounter while moving around in this world. I've already packed and I'm ready to go. First, let me introduce you to the ant. Apart from the fact that it is much larger, it does not stand out in anything special. Hardworking as always. Her appearance and behavior unchanged. After observing her for a while, you could even like her. But unfortunately, she is not friendly. She attacks by biting and sometimes help herself by jumping. Her meat is useful. When cooked, can give us a strength. It's similar with the fly. It looks just as hideous as before, and the size has increased also. Even though she managed to survive. She can be dangerous. Her attack is distance spitting. The mosquito is a hated insect for good reason. It's a pity that they managed to survive. They gained mobility and size, and their blood sucking is very annoying because it causes concentration disorders, temporary injuries, and radiation. Is there something worse? Of course, giant tick can be the worst bloodsucker that has survived. The only one good change is that it no longer digs into your body, but simply bites. However, he gained an additional feature. He can spit acid from a distance. Just the sight of them gives me chills. There are also completely harmless creatures like a squirrel. As you can see, the radiation did not spare her, and she looks a bit spooky. She is not aggressive and has the best quality meat of all. After preparing the right dish, we can temporarily gain 10% experience points and even 20 experience with carnivore mutation. Rabbits like to hang around them. They are very similar to the ones from before Judgment Day. They are also non-aggressive and still have same abilities. Cute, small and fast. Let's turn up the heat. We're talking about bear. I love this animal, but it's more dangerous now than before. Because of radiation, he has a hard time, and as you can see, he's pissed all the time. His name refers to the Mandarin language or Chinese mythology. For me, it's simply a bear. Massive and powerful. His aggression has increased, and he can do much pain. When you go in his way, be prepared for a brutal fight. I will show you the local, I think, crab called Miralurg. They look quite nice. They have kind of shell armor and attack with their piercings. They often protect their eggs or accompany other Miralurgs. Not much to say more about them. these little creatures hatch from their eggs. They look innocent, but they bite, so you can't sit next to them. Mirrorlook, meat and eggs are needed to prepare several useful meals. There is also a hunter of Mirrorlook family that looks more like a crayfish or a lobster. Often hides in the ground and comes out when someone is nearby. It can be fast, but it doesn't really have to, because it also attacks from a distance. However, when it comes to a good hunter, you need to meet the king. He is fast, attacks from that distance, and sometimes he became invisible. The first encounter with him often ends in death. At the beginning of the game, sometimes I preferred to avoid fight and go in a different direction. However, you must admit that he looks beautiful. The biggest one of the family is the queen. She is a deadly enemy. She is huge and also can attack from a distance. Up close, she uses highly irradiated fluid, so you have to be careful because the rapidly increasing radiation limits your HP level to kill. I admit that your highness looks interesting. It's also worth taking meat from her. You can prepare nice meals from it. And if we're talking about fruits of the sea, how about big crab? This one likes to play hide and seek. He chose funny house. And the crab itself looks very friendly. Big legs and enormous pincers shows that he's not that very kind. You can jump on him, or you can't open the back door. It is very rare to find him. He's slow and only attacks at close range. However, as you can see, the attack is highly radiated, so it's better to keep him afar. He is much limited moves because of this home. He looks adorable. The next animal is more of a frog den. Angler is a dangerous opponent. He is fast and attacks from a distance with burning acid. His appearance is fascinating. This light at the front probably he uses as a bait. We could also use it instead of a flashlight. He often hides underwater and lures opponents with this light. And first encounter ends with serious injuries or death. He's a dangerous animal. We also have a rat toad, and here we have different kinds. She looks weird, and huge teeth can be frightening. She attacks with her tongue, like she catch insects. It's a frog after all. And if we are talking about frogs, this one is completely harmless. Whole electrified, and her front legs have been mutated. For this reason, she no longer jumps, but walks. These frogs can also be caught alive and placed in a jar. Well, this is the sound of our next unique creature. He's called a blue devil, but for me he's a real werewolf. His howling causes momentary disorientation of the senses and loss of control. He's very tough and dangerous animal. Very fast and furious. But he has a weakness. Difficulty in maneuvering in close quarters. It's best is to make him constantly turn around or just go to a higher pawn where he can't reach you. When he shouts, brings fear and the desire to escape, but when he confuses your senses, he can easily catch and kill you. Huge claws and long legs make it so fast and dangerous. How about relaxing after such a meeting? That's more like it. The right climate and warm water will calm my nerves and regenerate. Okay, that's enough. While traveling, I met a fox. He's not changed much. And interestingly, he lost aggression. Now he is completely harmless. It's nice to look at him. I could even exchange him instead of a dog. This view can be also relaxing. Beavers are also non-aggressive animals that still do same stuff. They still block the flow of water in rivers. At the first meeting, seems as if they could do harm, with their tail maybe. But apparently it is the result of mutation. They don't show any aggression. Since it is night, we can show you the fireflies. They have gained size, but nothing else has changed. They are still pretty. They are also useful to make lighting. The owl was unlucky and was heavily irradiated. She has lost all her feathers and looks a bit like a shaven bird. She can't fly anymore. She is harmless and doesn't move much. There's something about her that looks cute. Oh, she's moving. Opossums are those kind of animals I like, but those here have been badly treated. They are non-aggressive and looks like it feeds on blood. Radiation merged 3 opossums into one. So cruel. I feel so sorry for them. And what is more, there is a common bug up here in the game like now. Sudden wave of death. Poor things. This creature probably doesn't surprise anyone. Cockroach will survive everything. This time they have gained size and are aggressive now. Despite having wings, they only use them for jumping or coordinating while failing. Nothing more. There are also rats, and this time they are very angry. They do not give up and bite until kill. He got so angry that he started releasing pheromones. Let's calm him down a bit. Still pissed, but he not biting anymore. Look how he shakes that backside. The rat with the mole were also mutated together, giving them large teeth and digging ability. That combination make them quick and invisible in attacking from a distance. They will get to you almost instant by underground. On the other hand, they can be used to produce power. This creature attacks in the same way and moves underground quickly. However, he's more dangerous and cannot be pacified. His attacks can be real painful. To avoid his attack, it's best to keep moving. Nothing to add more. An aggressive scorpion. Only much larger. As for the mole, it mutated also in another way. This time, it looks like a human. And those piercing eyes gives me goosebumps. I wonder if he would be able to live without the mask. However, they are able to hold and use weapons. This makes them dangerous opponents. These monsters can use such weapons like this. But when it comes to mole mutations, the final form looks like this. This is a boss, a huge titan that can only be encountered during battle event. There is no chance for peaceful observation. Other moles often appear near to him, such as mole miners or rat moles. A very tough animal, and usually requires a lot of players to defeat him. Its name definitely fits him. Takes a lot of play. You can play or have fun also like this. Or the other way, like this. But when it comes to the boss and battle, you should look for a Scourge Beast Queen. Both deadly and very tough. What is more, she summons various creatures to help her, which sometimes makes the fight very difficult. The first encounter always ends in death. Huge like a dragon, a Gaia, and she's also flying. When she appears, it always leads to a spectacular battle. So after such a carnage, calming down helps everyone. Or maybe this. And speaking of calmness, maybe it's worth drink milk from a mutated two-headed cow that cures radiation. I wonder if she can eat and moo at the same time. This animal still lives same life and drinking milk from cow now is healthy for sure. Where is a cow, there should be a chicken. He is also alive and, well, non-aggressive. Unfortunately, he doesn't have feathers, like an owl, but he didn't need them anyway.
If those raiders come snooping around, you're gonna regret it.
Looking at him, I start thinking about chicken legs. Please cover your eyes if you are too sensitive.
It's just about time to eat.
I definitely agree. Of course, there are many other enemies in the game, including robots. For example, an Eyebot that floats in the air and can shoot a laser beam. Lots of robots that you've met will be friendly. This robot is a powerful attack unit, often equipped with heavy machine guns, rocket launchers and flamethrower. Every time after killing this unit, explosion echo. Here you can also make multifunctional robots performing traditional activities. Like this one.
Good evening.
But when armed, they can also use firearms weapons, laser weapons and flamethrowers, apart from melee attacks. They have a wide range of applications and possible modifications.
The grounds are looking splendid this year.
However, they do not lack combat skills. Can be very difficult opponent, such as the Assaultron.
Maintain situational awareness. The grounds are not secure.
He has the most powerful laser. There was a time when he could
Perimeter
kill
movement detected.
anyone
Possible stealth unit
with
in
one
the
shot.
AO.
However, the disadvantage of this weapon is the long preparation time. It needs to be charged,
Ma'am,
as you can see. And now it can be used again. This one is, in my opinion,
Protect
an
and
outdated
serve.
model. Protectron uses laser weapon, is slow, and often looked confused. More interesting aggressor is the Liberator. He also uses laser, but his size and mobility make him not an easy target. What do you think about RoboBrain? This exact version is drunk. However, his combat version can be dangerous, because he uses a Tesla gun and a smoke cover.
Take one down, drink it right down. 84 bottles that shine on the wall.
Let's go back to animals. Most of dogs have become aggressive, but I'm not surprised if you look at them. They no longer encourage you to adopt them. They are agile, fast, and usually in groups. Okay, so dogs survived. Then what about cats? Of course they are. And the coolest thing is that they didn't change at all. You still want to hug them, play, and took home. To give everything to them, and they will still ignore you, like always. But they are so sweet and cute. Coming back to dogs, this one is probably a Rottweiler? Nacho has not spared him either. Big, ugly, mutant beast. Surprisingly, likes the company of super mutants. Wolves. They still live in groups and haven't changed much. But they are smarter than dogs. He looks cute, but for now. They use attack strategies. Just like this one. Seems to be running away, but he's circling around getting ready to charge. When group attacks, you like that, causes confusion, and you get damage from different directions. An example of such cooperation is the honey beast. It looks like a large wasp or bee, but it carries a beehive, and when attacking, it can release a swarm that attacks you independently. It can be a tough opponent. Interestingly, when killed, they leave honey and gold shards. An example of another collaboration is the floater. This thing has 3 variations, like elementals, from different point of view. They are interesting creatures, and they are cute. The colors show their characteristics: poison, fire, and eyes. So are the attacks. And once killed, it's better not to be near them. But they always leave useful drop. In Atlantic City, you can meet a similar creature. It also floats above the ground, but looks more like an octopus. However, there are often other overgrounds around him. So they need to be taken care of first. I wonder which eye he looks at me. Very strange creature. In the same place, a lesser devil also appears. This monster, besides being more dangerous, it's hard to say what he reminds. Fast but very skinny. However, there is only one word of speed and death. Deathclaw is a legendary fast, strong, and very dangerous beast, whose sharp claws are used as weapons. It looks a bit like a Velociraptor or Tyrannosaurus, same
Ready
as
to make
dangerous in
list.
a way.
Ready to check.
Variation
twice.
like Albino or this one here show up in the least expected places. He's probably angry on me for something. I don't know why. But he doesn't look so friendly even now.
Evaluating naughtiness levels. Evaluation complete.
It's your fault. This
Those
not
super
my
mutants
fault. Boss
will
kicked
find
me.
out soon
So,
how
I shoot
dangerous
him. He
Deathclaw is.
deserve it. It not matter. He is boss. You not shoot boss.
They are from Elysium.
Both of you shut up.
Experiments
Way
have
too
great
loud.
strength
Going to
and can
get us.
use heavy weapons.
What that
They are
noise?
very dangerous, but they are not smart. Not like their opponent. Every time when you get on his way, only one thing came into my mind. Run. Oof. I made it. Another strange creature is the Snallygaster. It's a freak of nature. I don't even know what it reminds of. I think he's stuck. Let's try to help him. Like a monster from horror movie. And those eyes on the side of the body. Look at that big teeth. Really strange creature, but also dangerous. Also attack from distance. Spit, acid, and attack with its long tongue. For me, the strangest monster I have ever seen here. And because of that, it is so cool. Megaslot. Always friendly and charming. But those mushrooms tingles on his back. He has very long claws, like a sloth. But he is not lazy when it comes to fighting. Aside, that is so sweet. He can sometimes be found hanging from a tree. This is definitely my favorite animal, and I want to hug him. On trees you can spot also Wendigos. Here I encountered a game bug. They don't react to me at all. But they are not friendly. It's hard to get close to them without fighting. This beast is very fast and agile.
From your failures.
He attacks male and from a short distance. Kind of sound weapon? Very dangerous. When he doesn't feel threatened, he looks like he's hunt something or check trails. Always ready to fight. He reminds a bit Smeagol, don't you think? When he hears something, immediately looks for the target. He could be called a hunter-killer.
time from long ago, once familiar, now
At close
hauntingly
range,
distant.
he looks a bit like a skinny alien or a creature in Pregnant? Among the insects, I almost forgot about this one, and cricket. They are often in groups. You have to be careful with them. They have painful bite. And they are known to be a guile. Returning to super mutants, they also have their boss version, Behemoth. He's a mutant on steroids. Very dangerous. As you can see, he can hit you by fire hydrant or throw a stone. Big and ugly mother. You can often encounter various goals on your way, but this one is the worst. Due to its speed and attack with a large dose of radiation, it's worth getting rid of him quickly before he comes to you.
What?
Some people mutated into Scorched.
You are not.
Gifted with outside, they can be very annoying. Uses firearms and heavy weapons, just like us. And you will never manage them in a peaceful attitude. I must admit that something caught in his eye. However, mutation that gives the most dangerous abilities shows in Scourge Beast. Looks like a giant bug that drinks too many energetic drinks. It's very dangerous. Its eyes, which make it difficult to hit, and it attacks with large area sound waves. It's hard to avoid them. As if that wasn't enough, he is often assisted by Scorch. It's strange that the Wendigo is here. As you can see, it's not easy to hit him. He also can drop toxic gas that deals temporary damage. Guided missile or VATS system can be helpful. I don't use VATS. It's a bit easier to kill him when he's on the ground, but he can still use a few attacks and quickly jump from enemy to enemy. His large wingspan allows it to strike at a long distance. Where did so many Wendigos come from? Oh, this one decided to escape. Strange. Scourgebeast and Queen have the most important meat in the game. From their liver, heart, brain, you can make a meals with a high buff. Who's back? Big earth teeth. Looks like a bat. Another one that can be encountered most often during combat is the Fog Crawler. Very aggressive and, despite his build, fast. Dangerous and looks a bit like a mantis. As you can notice, he likes the company of angler and gulpers. His friends tried so hard to interrupt me here that they almost succeeded. As for the Gopals, when they are not attacked, they hang attached to trees with their tails, but always alert. They are aggressive. But I think the ones here have no desire to attack me. Or they don't see me. Oh, don't hide. Come on. It's a completely different way to look at them when they are running to kill you. They are fast and durable. They can slide an attack by surprise. Quite nice when they don't attack, and the expression on their faces, they look like they are smiling. It became so calm. Let's launch some adrenaline up. How about a monster on steroids, in which I couldn't find where its eyes are? This is the Grafton monster. This thing doesn't even have a name. He's dangerous. He can attack from far and close. His specialty is oil bombs. He could be compared to a hawk. You can see that he sensed me and is looking for me. The oil is already boiling in him. Big muscular thing. Such an attack would probably paralyze me for a moment. Oh, I didn't expect this bomb. You can see how big area covering. These big arms, all this film to get close to me and quickly. That's interesting. Now he's shooting acid bombs. Small legs, but arms make up for supporting the body weight. Where do have eyes? It's a pity he fell on the front. Maybe an autopsy will help? Well, it didn't help at all. Too bad. Now I will introduce you to a powerful but also smart rival. It looks most like a turtle. He's a tough opponent and can be quite fast. You can deal a lot of damage with those claws. He has an interesting skill during a battle. He can hide in his shell to wait for a while and regenerate his health. A piece of heart nut. You can see how HP grows in his shell. Oh, it's a pity that he fell apart. But the shell remained. He's an interesting opponent. It's time for a Mothman. Half man, half moth. I think he looks more like a large moth. This one here is not aggressive, but it is usually very fast because it vanishes in the air. He can land anywhere and attack from a distance. He shoots transparent projectiles, which are hard to avoid. When attacking, it opens its wings, like here, and can disorient you by trembling them. He is an interesting creature. At the end, I present a deer that has also gained a second head, but depending on the region, it can be aggressive or cowardly. You can also meet one with antlers that can be aggressive. They were apparently given additional legs at the front, which, as you can see, are useless. I could like him. Hey, wait a minute. And he ran away. There's nothing we can do. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed. Please write in comments what you would like to know about Fallout World, but you have not been able to find so far. Many things may surprise you in this game. Take care.